Hi everyone, it's Hyper G here with Lucky Sixes.
Konnichiwa.
Nice. Japanese, I believe. Oh no, ruined.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a bit of class there, a bit of dignity.
was it?
No, not really. Right, anyway, so we are PTG and we're continuing on in our Wooden Spoon Cup series. Second battle coming up. Let's get straight into the groovy logo, which I'm going to remember this time round.
Yeah.
Awesome. So keep voting, add to the comments.
Yeah,
all the comments count. So even no matter which battle you post your comment in, tell us which trophy to buy.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll buy it before the semi-finals.
Okay. Is that a promise?
It's a guarantee.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, tell us which trophy to buy for this prestigious award. So, second battle, and now with these pictures, I can't possibly get it wrong.
You can't.
So this
I'll
is
see the dwarves, but
Beast Turds versus Orcs and Goblins.
Yeah.
So you can say who came up with the Beast Turds list.
well, it's that good old-fashioned old boy, Nismel Dendobadibinen. Thank you for your help.
The first bit is actually easy.
Nilsson-
You still got that wrong.
Nilsson Medobadobelen.
Yes. And actually, to be fair, Orcs and Goblins person, Danashk, is a bit difficult as well. And I also lost Mintrel.
Cheers for having a pronounceable name.
Yep, helping us out with these lists.
Yeah.
We've already gone through them, but in a separate thing. But that is the lists, basically.
Yeah, same again. If you want to have a good look at these,
Pause and have a
pause
look.
everything. Essentially, it's a chieftain, centaur beast herd thing, followed by a wyvern guy, Asgog.
Asgog, the Smasherer, which might be an ode to a previous character on a wyvern.
Yeah, might be.
Might not, might be.
But yeah, have a pause, have a read.
Yeah.
We'll go through it in deployment.
Yeah, and we'll try and remember the names of the characters when stuff happens with them. So having a brief quick look at the no character names.
Oh god.
No promises or anything. Yeah. Okay. So let's get on with this, shall we? Right, so we rolled it off to decide who was controlling who. And would you believe it? I am not Orcs and Goblins.
You're not, I am.
You are. Lucky Sixes gets Orcs and Goblins. So we switched armies for the first two battles.
We did.
Pretty awesome, really.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it is. It's really
Again,
cool.
a bit of fun, and it was really nice for us to... And it also meant that when I was playing Orcs and you were playing High Elves, you were like, oh, I'll just do this. No, you won't with the High Elves, and then vice versa.
Yeah,
so
pretty
because
much.
we both knew each other's armies, so that was cool.
Yeah, we did. So do you want to begin with Orcs and Goblins?
Yes, so I think I once again put down to get the first turn, it looks like.
I think you did, yeah.
Because my main thing was to get this Vanguarding unit up. Were they Vanguarding or were they Scouts? No, they Vanguarded to there.
I think they're Vanguard.
Yeah.
They can scout.
Yeah. Because it was 12 inches. Oh, they did scout.
No, yeah, I think so.
So they're the Spider Riders with Snig Narcrack on
That's right.
Scuts.
Yeah, that is right.
In here, so this with my mage, and they've got loads of shooting stuff, throwing weapons and things.
Throwing weapons. There's quite a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a good 17 units, so interesting to see. We've got the Nasher Wrecking Team. Shout out to Throg.
Yeah, another previous Ode character.
Yeah. This isn't a spider. This is a great green idol.
Spider would never make it into this tournament.
No, absolutely not. A big unit of Ed Bashers.
Yeah, Bull Rider Ed Bashers. So the elite
the common
unit.
orc ones. We've got some crossbalks with shields here.
That's right.
An orc chariot, and then this lovely, beautiful looking wyvern, which isn't normally a descriptive sentence for a wyvern.
No.
But yeah, so that's Asgog right there.
Asgog, yeah.
Asgog with Omen of the Apocalypse, and that's yes, it will be called Apocalypse because it won't be. Anyway,
at least you called it an omen this time rather than an icon.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So that is the Orcs.
It is,
and I get first turn. So vanguarding or scouting up there, I will get a chance to move again, which is the main thing for me.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So going over to the Beast Herds, starting the top left, we've got, like we said, the big unit of Centaurs, and it's got all three of their characters in. So the General, who's called Gortark Bloodhorn. Can you tell that we've actually got the lists up in front of us now, so that we can read the character names
off the top of your head?
Yeah, remembering those names. Awesome. The BSB is called Tuk Tuk the Forest Whisperer, and Kruger is also in that.
He's called the Forest Whisperer because you'll see that there is an extra wood from the last time.
Yes, I have placed that.
A item, Seed of the Dark Forest, which it gives us an extra wood.
Yeah,
where we placed it.
I believe that in my entire history of wargaming, in this setting, this is only the second time I've ever used beast herds. So the special item or enhancement, whatever it is, that gave me access to this wood, I really didn't know what I was doing with it.
No,
I hadn't.
But we did want to put it near the giant so he could do his.
He could pick up a tree
as well. So if he throws his thing in, then he can go in a forest and pick up a tree.
Yeah, so we wanted to try and use that if we could, if it worked out. So going back to the army then. So next to them is the big unit of mongrels. 39 of them with spears. Obviously, they haven't got any characters with them because all the characters are in the Centaur unit. There's a Briar Beast there, and I actually intended to deploy him as an ambusher from a forest, but forgot and deployed him there. So, never mind. And then, of course, there is the Beast Giant, as we've already mentioned. And over here, we've got 10 gargoyles that have scouted all the way over there. Again, I didn't really know what to do with them. They haven't got any shooting or anything, so it's not like they can threat from a range. And I didn't really fancy their chances against the Great Green Idol.
No.
So, yeah, a bit stuck with what to do with them. Stuck them out there for now, at least.
Cool.
And I've got a unit of Feral Hounds, 20 of the blighters.
Coming in
at
a later date.
Coming in as ambushers. So we'll see what they can get up to.
Cool.
So on to Orcs' first turn.
And as you can see, the big one, which I mentioned before, is that the spiders move up to be in your flank and out of line of sight of everything.
Yeah.
The mage moved over to that side to mean you could see both of these.
Yeah.
So for a bit of magic. The Nasharican team moved up as much as he could, and the others, the crossbalks stayed where they were.
They did.
And these guys moved up as much as they could this way, purely because there was a bit of you couldn't actually get past this impassable terrain in a wheel. So actually your wheel would have taken you about there.
Past the chariot.
So I capitalised on what would say a slight mistake.
I think so, yeah, I think so. I didn't necessarily expect to be charging in my turn one, but you could move up and not be under threat. So, yeah, in hindsight, it was a mistake.
So, thinking that the Great Green Idol probably isn't going to do much right now, I face him off this way to have a bit of a charge arc range.
Keep you back.
And keep you back a bit. Not thinking that he'll do, but similar to you actually, not thinking that he'll do a great deal against him, but he might keep him in place and they probably won't kill him. Yeah. So, that's what we're thinking there. And yeah, again, I know we didn't mention it, but it's
Hold the centre.
Hold the centre and frontline clash.
Frontline clash, yeah, that's it.
That's the thing. In Magic, I managed to magic off your
Briar Beast,
which is excellent for me.
Pyroclastic Flow did that.
I was loving it.
It's a Pyro Goblin.
Yeah.
Old Snig.
And the D3 gets one off the Giant, which is very welcome.
Handy.
Shooting gets another one. So plinking away, and obviously because you can't see me, I'm feeling pretty good. Situated them, and actually thinking that now because of that, there's a good chance if I keep blinking away, I'll get this Giant just with them.
Yeah, and I've lost my random movement model over that side, so now I'm not moving overly easy to counter the spiders either.
Yeah, absolutely. In shooting as well, crosswalks shoot through the cover and do one more wound. So I'm really am plinking.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bonus thing, wasn't it? Really, another wound there.
They didn't move. They got 30 inch because they can't move and fire, or it's unwieldy or something.
Yeah.
And so I thought I was in 30 inches, so I thought give it a go and got one.
Yeah.
Happy days. And that is on to your movement.
Yeah, because I've moved now. Won't talk about this just yet. So yeah, we were well aware that I couldn't charge my Centaurs, so I moved up basically to not give you an easy charge with either of these, but certainly a tempter.
And you didn't march because your Kruger has the Hawthorn curse, is it?
Yeah, I believe that is what it's called. You know Beast Herds better than me.
So he was designed as a guy that can throw his
spear
thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's really good, really lethal, actually. So that was the intention with not moving too far forward, as well as giving you a relatively difficult charge. The giant was in a bit of trouble. He couldn't threaten much. Obviously, the Wrecker team had really controlled the centre of the board, because anything that he touches is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. I really like it. And there's a lot of debate of the National Wrecking team.
Yeah, I mean, it went up in points between most recent versions.
Yeah.
And people are saying it's not worth the effect it has, hence why it's got into this tournament to see if it can do much.
Yeah.
And in this example, he's kept the giant back.
Absolutely.
And the giant has basically just had to say, well, I'm going to try and do something against the spiders.
Yeah.
But I don't really look at that positively. Even that, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is a great choice of what to do with him. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
He has got his barrel to throw, so
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, the gargoyles have moved up a bit as well, quite a lot actually, because they had movement like 20.
Yeah.
So they're putting themselves back into the fray, and like we said, not going against the Great Green Idol, because that would just be silly.
Yeah.
And there's this move which I really don't want to talk about that much.
Yeah.
I moved the mongrels into the forest.
We thought forests were less
punishing
to beast herds because of the special rule that they have.
Yeah, there was a bit of a conversation that one of us said the right thing, you said exactly the right thing, and my brain heard something completely different. But we'll go on to that in a minute. Not that that's being too mysterious. Got the gnarled hide totem off on them, so I've got +1 armor and distracting, which just in case you do charge me.
Yep.
And this is the barrel being thrown at the spiders, so kill 4, and they passed their panic,
which is crucial.
No, they didn't need to. Didn't need to. Yeah. One more kill, and they would have had to do a panic test. So there was 20 of them to begin with. Is that right? No,
18. So you needed to
kill 5.
So you do 5, yeah.
Yeah. So escaped a panic test. So it would have been quite a low discipline roll. But yeah, a few kills. But that was pretty much, I think, the only chance the giant had of doing anything with that, because that's only one throw, so can't throw it again. And that, I believe, is state of play at the end of Beast Herd's turn 1. So over to you.
So, begrudgingly,
you thought about this long and hard, didn't you?
I charged Cherry in because you threw your weapon and you missed.
I did.
In the first, and I'm thinking, if it hits, it's going to go to town on my units, because it's like D3 and stuff as well. So I'm thinking, let's get him in, let's try and do as much wounds to that unit as possible with his impact hits. I know you've got distracting up, so it's not going to do much in battle. If I can hold you, it's a bonus.
Yeah. The impact hits bypasses the distracting anyway.
Yeah, so exactly. So if I can get 3 or 4 off in there, if I can potentially take a rank off in just impact hits alone,
that'd be awesome.
Happy days.
Yeah.
Other charges, I charged my knights into this side of it, into the front, and the Wyvern in Asgog into the side, and you decided to flee from the boars, just get me further away. I was actually, despite that, still quite close. I think I only needed a 10 to get in there as well.
Yeah, I mean, irrespective of what we said about the forest and the misunderstanding, I don't think putting them that far ahead was overly wise anyway. Yeah. So I think I kind of saved it at this point by fleeing that.
Yeah.
Because I've kind of kept them on the board at this point.
I'm out of line of sight there, but distance there.
Yeah.
So I can't catch you with them, but I can catch if I roll really high.
Yeah, you could.
But I didn't. So you're currently fleeing, but crucially moves them closer to which is one of only 2 scoring.
Yeah.
Puts me closer to there. These guys move over to be out of line of sight there and there, so I can shoot my magic missile there and throw weapons against these guys.
That's right. Good move. I thought this was a really good move, Josh.
I'm on the hill.
Didn't expect it though.
I thought as well. I'm on the hill. And I can get if you put anything around here, I've got like a reroll charge.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not that I really want them in, but they got poison attacks if they go in.
Yeah.
So if I only need 1 or 2 attacks, 1 or 2 wounds. Sorry, I thought that's not a terrible move. Nasha moves up to see what he can.
Another bit of zonal control, especially now the mongrels are fleeing.
Great Green Idol again moves behind just to add the BSB range, and they stay put.
Yeah.
Oh, Chariot gets in, by the way.
Of course it does.
In Magic, I get Flaming Swords.
I think I just spelled the Pyroclastic Flow.
So I get Flaming Swords off on these guys, and get the Blaze off.
I think we've got it listed next to the Flaming Swords is on your unit.
Yeah. So what I mean is this, if you can see one.
The Spider Riders.
The Spider Riders and the Blaze kills 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
kill 2.
Yeah, so the throwing weapons only kill 2.
Yeah, we were surprised by that, weren't we? We thought they were going to be rinsed from the table, and they just weren't.
So that was interesting.
Yeah.
In combat, I managed to kill 2. I think I got.
And that's 1. That's a flag.
Oh yeah, of course it is. I think I rolled 1 for impact hits, and I was like,
yeah,
and then
anticlimax.
So that was just purely through impact hits, and then your great weapons, you kill me off.
I think the character didn't have a great weapon.
Yeah, either way. Yeah. Your guys decide to take the brunt, go into the national record team.
Yeah, so this is into B-Set turn 2.
Yeah, absolutely smashed.
Yeah, I actually kind of thought the gargoyles would have lost more to the throwing weapons, and so I'd already planned to sacrifice whatever was left. So I was actually a bit surprised that there were 6 left, and it felt like more of a sacrifice, killing off all 6 to the national wrecking team. But I was going to do that whether I'd left.
And I think you had to at this point anyway. Well, you didn't have to, but
yeah, I had to do something.
Yeah.
Okay, and I moved the giant up to here again. In hindsight, now the spiders moved back. Maybe I wish I could have done something different with the giant, but I didn't know that Lucky Sixes was going to play that shrewd move and move backwards. So now the giant is very much still in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, not really achieving a lot.
Interestingly, at my backfield, we have a new addition.
We do. The Feral Hounds have joined the fun. So this is in turn 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it turn 2? Yeah, it is.
Your turn 2.
Yeah, Beast says turn 2.
Yeah, second.
So the Feral Hounds have come on, and aren't they looking very hex-wraithy?
Yep. There are a few hounds.
There's a few hounds in there. There are, yeah. They've come up to really threaten the crosswalks.
Give them a decision.
And as the Centaurs breeze through the Orc Boar Chariot, they have been able to move up. I think I, again, only moved rather than march,
so I could shoot at the general.
Throw Krugar's weapon. And the mongrels have rallied, I think.
Yeah, which is very nice.
Yeah, I think they were on their own leadership as well. I might have been in BSB range.
Yeah,
but I don't think. Oh, one or the other anyway. But it wasn't guaranteed that they would rally,
not at all.
And they did, so that was all good. Got a few totems off on these chaps. Can't remember which ones. Looks like Black Wing Totem and something else.
But combat buffs, aren't they?
Yeah. Mostly, yeah.
And at the end of the turn?
End of turn 2, the Boar Riders claim the objective for Lucky 6 and the Lucky 6, as if Lucky 6s, and the Orcs and Goblins. So into Orcs and Goblins turn 3, and this happened.
Mm-hmm. And I charged, and you fled again?
I don't think I chose this time.
Oh, was it Terra?
Yeah, this is Terra.
Okay, so through some means, obviously lower leadership, you moved out and stuff. You might still have had a thing, but it is really low leadership.
Yeah.
And I ended up catching you with the flea.
You did?
So
yeah, because they fled but stayed on the board.
Yeah. So they were either going to go off and I was going to fail charge, or this was going to happen, and this was the one that happened.
Yes, that's a lot. That's 39 mongrels that he's just munched through. Yeah. That's quite a lot.
Very good.
I know they're only mongrels, but it's amazing. We've gone back a step there.
This is...
Did you charge with them as well?
I think I may have charged with them, but why would I have lost one? Dangerous Train, maybe?
Did I? I don't know. I'm intrigued by that.
I've lost one. I would suggest it's Dangerous Terrain. We'll see. Yeah. So
yeah, it is, yeah.
They went pretty far, though. I think they still went 6 inches.
Yeah.
Or they didn't. They marched.
I think they marched to get out of the Giants' line of sight, maybe? Or
these guys.
Those guys, it would be, yeah. Not the Giant.
Lost one to Dangerous Train. These guys decided to take the rear charge and just stand where they are so they could have a few pops at.
Yeah, the Orcs just showing their arrogance and saying, we don't care if the hounds are behind us.
The Great Green Idol decides to go hide in the forest.
Indeed.
18 inches is quite far for the BSB range, so I'm not sure we've mentioned he's BSB, actually.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. BSB.
And
gigantic.
These guys, again, move up so I can magic and shoot the giant.
Yeah, still not happy about that.
Pyroclastic flow goes off, and that, along with the blaze, gets the last 4 wounds.
Yeah. I think he wounded pretty well on this, to be honest. But he doesn't have a lot of armour, so it's not like...
4 or 5 ups, isn't it?
Yeah.
Strength 4s with 2d... I think I did the higher one, 3d6.
I think you probably did.
So you did this so that I wouldn't get the flaming swords off, but...
Yeah, it's a tough choice there between a magic missile or easier wounding with your shooting. Afterwards, we did the roll-off, and either way I killed... That's right, yeah, we did, didn't we? We redid the rolls without the magic missile and with flaming swords.
Yeah.
And you still killed him.
Killed him, but that's pretty good for this unit.
Yeah, look good.
In shooting, I could free off with the crossbows.
You did?
Isn't terrible, but again, it's quite a big unit.
I thought you would have done more with that.
Yeah, but and their save is only... Is it 3 up? Or is it as good as 3
I think it's 3 up. I think they've got shields and great weapons. Let's have a look. And no, they haven't got shields, so they're probably only 4 up.
Yeah, so...
unless one of those spells is the extra armour.
Yeah. And so them shoot, obviously turn and shoot there means their rear was exposed, and...
Yeah, into Beast Herd's turn 3, and the Feral Hounds come into the rear of the crossbows.
Take the opportunity.
Yeah, I don't think I needed the re-roll for the charge.
It's good to have it.
It was touch and go, but they made that charge. And I got the Black Wing Totem off, which is the additional charge range of these guys after they've now moved around the impassable terrain. So I managed to get that off on them. So they've got quite a decent charge range on the turn 4. This was something that caused me to drop my jaw on the floor.
Absolutely.
So the Feral Orcs, that's a whole different unit.
Feral
Hounds charged into the rear of the crossbows. And this is the combat result in terms of wounds. So the Feral Hounds lost 3. The Orcs only lost 3.
So it was 3-3 on combat.
How rubbish is that?
Yeah, pretty bad. You had a rear for 2, charge
and a rank.
I had a rank, but don't get that because I'm disrupted.
Yeah.
And that's it. So I lost by about 3 or 4.
Yeah, so even though the wounding was awful.
So I'm on a 7, I think.
It's not high.
And I roll over there. Lucky ones.
Yeah. Change your name quick.
Of course. So they don't turn around, but they do roll to stay there. So, and at this point, you're thinking, well, that's
not great for the Feral Hounds.
So they might do something.
That grind is not looking quite as favourable as I originally thought for the Hounds.
Absolutely.
You go 2-0 up because you've got the balls still in range.
Yeah.
And the turn 3.
The 3 goes left, so although in the last game I did lose it 3-2 in this exact...
You did, you were actually 2-0 up in the last battle. Yeah. So into Beast Herd's turn 4. So what did you do here?
So I, again, no charges or anything. My Great Green Idol at this point goes, I don't need to be anywhere near that Centaur Great Weapon unit, so please...
You could have pivoted him, actually. You decided to face that way.
He's so confident that you won't get that 30-inch charge or whatever it is. Yeah. These guys march again. I don't think I'd take any dangerous terrain wounds this time.
No, I was a bit disappointed by how little damage that Forest was doing.
Granted, I'm showing my rear there. My actual thought is if you charge, I'm going to flee past these and then it should all be good.
Yeah.
Move these guys up for that exact intention to make sure I go past.
Yeah.
And if you don't charge, I've got the 3 in the win for the scenario as well.
Yeah.
I'll move the Wyvern Asgog to be behind here, just to threaten a bit.
Yeah.
And obviously these are still engaged in combat. Magic wise, I get flaming
swords.
Is it flaming swords?
It is.
Yeah. And the blaze gets another one off.
Yeah. The Bretonia looking centaurs
in combat.
Oh man!
When you look at this, there are no orcs that have died.
What a joke!
And there is one orc, one feral.
Now you're doing it.
Yeah, one orc that killed this one.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Yeah.
Meaning I win 1-0, but the rear means you still win.
I don't think you win 1-0 because I've got a rank coming up.
Well, I win 1-0 combat.
Oh right,
on just wounds, and then you've got a rank and a rear. To make it 3-1. So I lose by 2. and I actually fled.
Oh, how ridiculous!
So this time, because I fled on my not steadfast, but like just a 2. So I think I needed a 5, or even possibly a 6 or 7.
You might, you might be right.
But failed it. You ran him down and catch the point. So that's pretty good on your part.
What a turnaround for the Feral Hounds that really weren't doing very well there.
So I don't know whether it is a success. But not in the manner that you'd expect.
No.
And that's the way it looks at the end of my turn.
End of Beast Orcs and Goblins turn 4. So going into Beast Herds, and here
is a very interesting thing. Now,
this is after I've moved.
Giving you the backup to this, I moved these guys up to be an inch within them. You did indeed charge, and I did indeed flee, leaving a 23 between this Centaur unit and the spiders. Now, normally 23 inches is nothing to be worried about. No. But as you've got a movement banner, I think, to make you movement 8. You've got the plus D3 and the plus 1 from the spell on the charge.
That's right.
Meaning that actually your total charge is 24 inches.
Yeah.
So
pretty far.
You need an 11, but it's still doable to get into this unit.
Yeah.
I not measuring it or anything, just declare a hold, going, whatever, that's fine. Thinking, well, as soon as you do it, going, oh, actually, I perhaps shouldn't have held. Because if you get this, not only do you get into these, you probably overrun because they're just spiders in your combat unit.
I'll breeze through them.
And you go and you overrun into these guys. Yeah. And now I'm thinking, oh, God. So it comes down to a dice roll. And
I think, to be honest, you have stand and shot with the spiders as well.
Yeah, and done nothing.
So it's not like you can even change your mind now.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then you failed. Oh, my God.
I needed an 11. So, on Swift Stride.
Yeah. So
plus and then the bonuses.
So plus the D3. I think if you get...
Oh, no, yeah.
If you either get 11 with this, or you get 3 with this...
Yes, that's right.
Then you get...
because I rolled a 10, that's with the dice removed from the Swift Stride roll. And then on the D3, I needed to get a 3 up. So 2 or 3 movement with the D3 plus 1.
It was incredible.
I was 1 off. So and after the last battle, when your steam tank was failing charges by 1, it happened to me.
So cruel.
And I could have got all the spiders and all the boars 1 inch.
Yeah, and crucially, well, we'll see, won't we?
Yeah.
But so that is your charge. In other news, which is your only other unit, move these guys round here just to get out of the way, a line of sight, and hopefully to some safety.
Yeah, I didn't really know what else to do with them.
Yeah,
I didn't really want them taking on the wyvern head on.
No, absolutely. In Magic, you get the
Blooded Horn for an extra attack and armor,
so penetration.
Obviously, they've got a wyvern sitting behind them. I don't know whether you're planning on charging them or not.
And to answer that question,
I
do not.
Your turn 5,
I do not. But with the range and everything, I for some reason I thought I couldn't move these out, and I didn't want to give you another charge there.
You got more points in the Boar Riders and the Great Green Idol.
So I moved these guys up to have a little pop shot again to try and think, right, we'll use these as proper chaff now.
Yeah.
To have a shot at them and to try and whittle them down a bit.
Plus, I'd have to charge into dangerous terrain.
Yeah. So,
and you've got your wizard out there.
Although you're dangerous terrain, because you're beast turds, you don't suffer.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm already forgetting the beast turd rules. And your forest strider as well, being forest spiders.
So wizard comes out here to think, I don't want to...
you can do his magic missile from there.
Yeah, don't want to get too close. And Wyvern comes behind. In Magic, I get Flaming Swords off on these guys to get a +1 to
I think I'm stopping one or the other. Can't stop both.
And it's better that one than the damage.
I think so.
I think this is my shooting.
This is the shooting.
To get 2 more, which I'm pretty happy with.
Whittling down that unit?
Just want to get them down really as much as possible. I think they're left with 6 in that unit, and characters, or maybe even 5.
Yeah.
And on to your turn.
I didn't really know what I was doing at this point. This was a horrible, terrible, terrible move. I can't even begin to explain it. Why would I do such a thing? I charged my BSB out alone into the wizard, I think it was quite a long charge.
Yeah,
I didn't have the D3+1 up either at this point.
I think you needed a 9 at least.
But you fled it anyway.
And I fled to make sure you...
Yeah, you didn't need to hold that at any point. And I think I realised as soon as you'd fled, and it was weird because I kind of knew you were going to flee or suspected it. But as soon as I charged out and left myself in front of my unit, I was a bit like, oh man, what have I done? But you very graciously said, mate, don't be an idiot.
Come on.
Don't hold that charge.
Yeah.
Redirect it.
Yeah.
And I'll be a real good opponent and say, stop being a stupid idiot. You can redirect it into the spiders.
You passed your test?
I did pass my redirected test, so yeah, we kind of reversed that horrible, horrible decision of mine. And the wizards are still fleeing very much, but I have redirected the BSB into the spiders.
And now he's not looking so vulnerable.
Correct, yeah. And I'm not chaffing my Centaur unit.
Yeah.
Although, really, what I should have been doing is just going full throttle with the whole unit into the spiders. I think I wasn't doing that because... What is my head doing?
He's looking.
I'm looking at something very closely, or I'm about to bash it on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. Like a dead cat or something. Yeah, I think I was also thinking about the objective, which was probably a bit silly by turn 5. But
so you could draw it, couldn't you?
I could draw it if I got to 2-2. But anyway, what I've also done is moved Krugar out of the Centaur unit. So he's out of the Wyvern line of sight, and he's got his spear, and I'm hoping maybe in turn 5 I'll start doing something with that spear.
So, yeah.
And the Feral Hounds have moved around here because what else are they going to
do?
There you go. Edited out. That's a pretty clever picture. Hang on. Yeah, anyway, got Blackwing Totem off on him to give him a bit of agility. I think the charge thing wasn't a thing. You were pretty much dispelling most of the spells.
Yeah, that was the one that I thought I've got to let go.
Yeah.
Because it's the least damaging.
Doesn't really matter. Yeah. And here we go. Krugar steps up finally with his spear and does 3 wounds to the Wyvern.
Hits on a 3-up the first time he hits.
Yeah.
Wounds, strength 7, tough 5. Wounds on a 2. Wounds.
Yeah.
D3 wounds, because I've got no armour to that.
No. 3 wounds. Ouch.
1 left.
Yeah. That changes that situation a bit.
I think it does. That's my general Asgog.
Yep. So the BSB on his own does 3 wounds to the spiders, doesn't take any back. So that's all nice. But the spiders hold.
Yep. Yeah, very nice. Well done.
Obviously, I am getting the 1 into the objective to make it 2-1 at the end of turn 5.
Yeah.
Which leads into the end of turn 5. Yeah. So there's quite a lot on the table at this point, really.
Yeah. So you've split your unit up a little bit?
I have split my characters out. Whether it's the right call or whatever, we'll talk about after the battle anyway.
So my turn. I don't think I did. Oh, no, I did.
This is you failing to rally, I think.
Yeah. Fail that one. So he keeps running. So I've got no magic. I do actually charge with my general.
I don't think you fancied another Krugar shot.
Absolutely do not want that. And I sort of go in there, try and do some wounds and run the hell off.
Yeah.
In that. Move my Great Green Idol up purely to chaff this unit.
Yeah.
So that I could get these guys within 6 inches of that, and hoping that I don't.
Well, I mean, it guarantees you the objective, basically. Yeah. Unless I can get rid of that unit in turn 6, which is unlikely, especially with the Green Idol there.
That's it.
I think it's impossible, actually.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
And going into combat, I think I didn't challenge, and you didn't challenge or accept.
I think we did. We duelled, and that's the champion of the spiders.
Yes. Correct. So
you would only sit on 1 wound on the Wyvern, so I think you
challenged out. Yeah. Correct. So
that was quite shrewd thinking from you because you didn't challenge me out the first time round.
Yeah, and I knew I got the champion, so I guess that was a good move. And then I've got all the combat res here.
Yeah.
I think you lose so you win with a bit of overkill, so maybe 2, 3. I think I win by 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think
so. It's not much because of your BSB.
Yeah.
And
General's nearby as well. So I hold.
So you hold. Interesting.
And this goes into quite a weird middle situation.
Yeah, so
Beast turn 6.
This is all the units? Apart from
the wizards. Yeah.
So
everything that's left on the table.
The reason they're like this and have gone wide is because A, to chaff this unit even some more.
Yeah.
And B, so that these guys couldn't see the flank.
Yes, they could not complete that charge into the spiders
as well. So that's where they're there. But however, it didn't stop them seeing these guys flank, which you guys go in, do
three wounds on dangerous terrain, which is obviously likes you more.
Should you have done?
I think feral hounds haven't got Strider.
Oh, okay.
For forest,
we'll have to double check that. Well, I don't think in the long term it did much.
I don't see what else could have done those wounds.
But yeah, so we'll have to have a look. But that's that. And Kruger charged into the rear.
He did. He fancied that one. Yeah. So that's a big combat for the last turn.
Along with these guys into
yes, they went for it. They couldn't wheel to get any more in, but yeah, that's what they did.
On to combat, and this was very interesting.
I'll go back one picture just for a second. I was kind of thinking that you made a mistake here, because I was thinking that I had half a chance of killing the spiders and overrunning into the boars. And even though I wasn't going to get many attacks into the boars, I thought the combat res from the hounds coming in the side and the attacks from the front from the centaurs would mean I could get the boars as well.
Absolutely.
All I would need to do is get through the spider riders.
Spiders, yeah.
But as you can see,
this is what happened.
Yeah.
So what happened was I duelled.
You did
with him, and you chose to do it with my BSB.
I know, which was a mistake as well.
Yeah. I think you should have.
I should have accepted with Kruger and accepted the fact that Kruger was probably going to die.
Yeah, because I was going first because I got a potion of swiftness, I believe.
I think that's the case.
And I popped it in this turn.
Yeah.
So I did it. You accepted your BSB. I killed the BSB.
Yeah. Which meant Kruger couldn't add his attacks or his charge or anything like that.
He didn't get the benefit of the charge, only for the combat res.
Yeah.
So what happens is these guys kill 3.
Yeah,
I think. I end up doing 2 wounds to here with the poison attacks.
That was incredible. I remember like that roll, and it was like, wow, we didn't expect them to do that.
So, and then when all's said and done, I think we'll just stick around.
Yeah, we do.
It's now. We'll go back. It would now be 2 combats.
Yeah, although this is B-Stars turn 6.
It doesn't matter, but so this is now separated into combats. But I've done my job.
The Spider Riders have held and stopped the overrun.
Yeah. In this one, I do 2 wounds to you, and you do
2
absolutely
2 guys
nothing
attacking. Feral hounds.
I think it's a drawn combat because you don't run.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Or you win by 1. I, because of this, get the
3rd objective point.
3rd one, and you obviously get 1. So to make it 3-2 at the end, and I win the secondary objective.
You do. Yeah. There you go. That's that.
On to points, and Orcs get a fair amount more, making it 13-7 normally. Plus, obviously, the objective at the end. So you could have drawn it if you'd have won it.
Yeah.
But it was looking good for the Orcs.
It was a tough task to get the objective, but a few things needed to go my way.
Meaning that Orcs and Goblins
progress
and win.
Well, hey.
So Beast Herds, unfortunately, not the Centaur unit are out. Orcs, however, Asgog and his fellow pals go through.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and a pretty fun battle.
Yeah, it was
a lot of learning curves. I very much felt, sorry to jump in straight away with Beast Herds, I very much felt that my inexperience with Beast Herds played against them. I don't necessarily think I gave them a fair outing in terms of my knowledge of how to use them. I made a lot of mistakes in terms of their tactics. I didn't use the forest to my advantage. I don't think I played them well at all, to be honest. I think that kind of showed in the way I've described my decision making throughout.
Yeah, a few times. A little bit.
But I think that was just an experience. I think if you know what your units can do a bit better, so that's that. But I think you played Orcs and Goblins very well.
Yeah, I was quite
apart from your one leaving me that big challenge.
Yeah, that's it.
Was unlikely,
and that was more just a
freak roll,
and just
magic.
Because it was like 20 plus, and I didn't think it was generally a thing. But yeah, overall it was quite nice. MVP
for me, I think it's probably the Centaurs, just the unit. I mean, I didn't get a lot out of them because of the way I played them and because of the limitations of the way the battlefield turned out. But I think that was my only real threat, and they did as well as they could. Really.
Yeah, still carried a big threat, didn't they?
Yeah.
LVP.
Well, I mean, the Briar Beast died without having doing anything.
Yeah.
But I think that wasn't his fault or her fault. I think the LVP has to go to the Feral Hounds. I know they killed the Crossbalks.
Still got killed the Wargs.
I know they killed the Crossbalks, but how rubbish were they? They didn't deserve to kill the Crossbalks. They really didn't.
There's 20 of them.
Even the Gargoyles went out in glory by killing the Wrecker team. So, maybe they shouldn't give it to the Feral Hounds because they got a fair amount of points out of the Crossbalks. But
how many points did they get? It's like 300 maybe something. But so they weren't great, were they? And doing that, it was
that would be my LVP. What about Orcs for MVP?
Orcs MVP, I'd probably say the Spider unit. So the Spiders with the Mage. The Mage did a lot considering Pyro was really quite interesting with that unit, and
it was cool.
The shooting and the harassing pretty much killed the Giant and
and the Briar Beast,
and meant that you had to sacrifice your Gargoyle unit because it couldn't do anything. So they're pretty good.
The mobility, I mean, the reason why Forest Goblins got into this list is because the Goblin Raiders, the Wolf Riders, do that job so much better.
Yeah, and you would only normally use the Spiders as 5, wouldn't you?
You would. You'd use them both as chaff, but I think the Forest Goblins really did a good job in this build.
It was a really nice looking build. I felt really confident with them, actually.
And they stayed on the board.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, they held their own very much so. LVP, probably because of the way I use them to flee, and that isn't orcish, is the Boars.
The Boars didn't do a lot, really, did they?
Similar with the Great Green Idol, to be honest.
You kind of use them as the scoring unit to claim the objective, though.
So they still got on that. Great Green Idol just gave his BSB role.
Yeah, we didn't learn much about the Great Green Idol here. You played it very defensively because of the limitations that we're aware of, but you didn't need him.
No. The Nasher still had a bit of zonal.
I think, you can't give LVP to the Nasher.
So it's probably because even the Crossbalks did all right.
They did their job,
considering perhaps losing a leadership role.
Yeah,
but
I think the LVP for Orcs and Goblins in this battle is quite hard because the Orcs generally had a good battle.
So. Yeah, so they all did pretty good. But I'd probably say. I'll stick with, even though they got the score in. But I didn't use them damage potential wise.
And one last thing to say about the Beast Herds is that quite early on in this battle, we had an open discussion about it. And although it sounds quite negative, I didn't see how I could win with the Beast Herds.
I think especially once the Mongrels.
Yeah, once the Mongrels were isolated and in a bit of a catch.
Although we were sort of thinking it after my turn 1. Like
really early. We couldn't see how the Beast Herds could win, and I said to you, how am I supposed to win this battle? But I mean, they're all the same points and everything, so... But
despite that, you still...
I gave it a go, ended up only with a 13-7, ended up 16-4.
So that's probably why shows how good the Centaur unit could possibly be, because even despite being virtually the only unit, it still managed to hold its own to a certain extent against a whole Orc army.
Yeah, and that long charge could have snuck it.
Yeah. And Krugar nearly killed Asgard.
The Wyvern, which would have been a lot of points. Yeah. So that was just a general thought about the Beast Herds, but they won't have that problem again because they're not in round 2.
They won't.
Orcs and Goblins are.
Yeah, so.
And we should say at this point, it's a bit funny. I don't know whether it's like a guilty pleasure in this cup, but your army Highborn Elves are through, my army Orcs and Goblins are through. It's the first battle, and are we suggesting that the armies we know best are getting through?
That would make sense.
It would kind of make sense. Although we've switched armies, so I don't know Highborn Elves to play. You don't know Orcs and Goblins. Anyway, we won't go down that route because we'll.
Either way, that's battle 2 done.
Yeah, tell me what battle 3 is because I'm bound to get it wrong.
Battle 3, of course, is.
Oh, he's got it right.
It's Dark Elves versus
Vampire Covenants up in this corner, So we're kind of going with one of each quarter.
So we'll be going there.
So we'll see you for that one. Looking forward to it.
See you later.